What if the reason why you're not seeing results fast enough or easy enough is because you're not doing work with intention? Now, I spent most of my life just working and just hustling, thinking that for me to see results, I just had to put in more work. But just recently, I have learned that it's more important for me to put in work with emotion and with intention than to just put in work. Now, this is where you bring in that stuff of smart work beats hard work. You've heard that before. This is where you bring in that stuff of intensity beats time, like repetition. So, metaphysically, this would make sense because results are something that manifest from the fourth dimension. And for something to come from the fourth dimension, it takes intention and it takes emotion for it to actually be glued into like that side of that, whatever the dimensions or whatever you want to conceptualize it as. Let's say for it to be glued into your subconscious mind. Yeah, that's the best way to explain it. It needs emotion for it to be glued into your subconscious mind, and then for you to end up manifesting it into reality. Right? So if you think about it, you doing more work, out of the wrong emotion or out of no intention or the wrong intentions, actually does more damage than you not working at all. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but that's a fact. It does more damage. So how can you start doing more work with not more intention, but let's say better intention? First of all, you need to cultivate a gratitude mindset. I spent most of my life not grateful, always feeling like for me to be happy, I had to get something outside of me, and I had to do stuff that I couldn't do at the current moment. And because of that, nothing was ever working. And whenever I would even put in any work, because I didn't have that gratitude mindset, I wouldn't see the results that I needed to see. But just recently, I just learned how to actually be grateful. Like how to actually be happy with what I have. And that doesn't mean that I'm being complacent. That doesn't mean that I'm settling for less. No. It means I'm grateful for what I have. And I also deserve more. Just like how the universe, just like how God gives me more, He gives me abundance. It's because it's my birthright. Because that's how I see it. I deserve it. You know what I mean? So, because of that, I put in a bit of intention when I'm doing my work. Whether it is in the gym, whether it is to do with business, whether it is to do with relationships or anything like that, anything that involves action, I put in maximum intention behind every single thing that I do. What was that? Did you guys see that? Something just flew up. Nah. Am I being like stalked by chimps? I've watched Planet of the Apes, so I'm a bit paranoid now. But basically, you need to start taking action out of the right kind of intention. And the first one that I'll tell you is gratitude. The second one that I'll tell you is servitude. You need to start making sure that every single action that you take comes from a place of servitude, comes from a place of wanting to help others, wanting to help yourself as well. Servitude doesn't just mean you being a slave to other people. No, that's not what it means. It means you helping other people and identifying their needs and solving their problems, as well as your own. So it's very, very important that you start to approach life like that. Whenever you're going into any action, whenever, like if it comes down to a sales pitch, if it comes down to a set in the gym, literally, start to think, what is my intention for this action? Think of that intention, hold it, and go through that action, do that action with that intention. I promise you that will enable you to shift your frequency so that you're able to come with the right energy, the right emotions that will allow that action to manifest whatever you want it to manifest, whatever results you're desiring out of that action. I promise you this, bro. Like, this is a fact. This is a fact. I'm literally going to the gym to work out as usual. before I work out, I come out here and I speak my mind and I tell you guys a bunch of lessons that I'm learning in real time. You know what I mean? Like in real time. So at the there are kids calling me now. Look at them. They're so far. These kids call me Camilo. Camilo. Yeah. So take action out of the right kind of intention. It's very, very important. Okay? There's something calling on my face. But peace, bro.